Hello and welcome to this channel. My name is Cindy and today we're going to try out the Cicapair Recover Cream, also known in the US as the Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. That was a lot of words. According to Sephora, this little baby does a lot of things. It's supposed to help neutralize redness and it's supposed to help improve the skin's vibrancy. It has an SPF of 30 and it's supposed to help uneven skin tone. It's supposed to help those with redness like I mentioned before, and it's supposed to help with acne and blemishes. It's also supposed to create this kind of barrier against dust and pollution. It also uses these special resurrection plants such as yarrow and one that I cannot pronounce right here. I'm just going to put it because I don't know how to say it. And those are supposed to help restore the strength of the skin. As its US name suggests, or just straight up tells you, it has tiger grass, which is also called Centella asiatica, which helps reduce inflammation, redness, and blemishes. Last but not least, this cream has been infused with sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, a lot of and these are supposed to help restore the skin's moisture level and help fatigued skin. This cream is relatively expensive. Like in the US it costs about 50 bucks, in Korea it costs about 40,000 won. So how did I get my hands on this? Because I have like no money. The answer is my sister. The reason that she got it is because she went to Thailand right before she came to visit me in Seoul for a week, and she needed something that was lightweight, that would cover her redness, and that would last in the heat that is Thailand weather. That was not English. Thai weather? Thai weather. The only thing you might be wondering is how does it go from green to beige? Well, apparently there's these color capsules inside, and I'm assuming just bursts as you apply it to the skin, and then that way it turns into the beige color. So it's only one color, so if you don't fit that one color, unfortunately you can't use this, which kind of sucks. And I'm not even sure if it's going to fit me because my sister was using it and she and I are not the same skin color either. She's a few shades deeper because she does tanning. But I'm just going to put it on my hand and then put it on my face and then see what happens. Okay, so I put it in this little container here. And I took a lot, so I'm sorry, Sonia, but I love you. Here's what it looks like. It honestly just looks like a color corrector to me. Okay, hand time. So let's see. It is very green. And let's see what happens as I just kind of blend it into the skin. That is a pretty darn good match. Can you even see it on my camera? What the heck? Okay. So it fits my hand color pretty well. Let's see if it'll fit my face color well. Wow. Wow. Yeah, like seriously, look at the difference. Is there even a difference? Does that mean, is it gonna cover things well? Let's find out. Okay, so let's start putting some of this on my face. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I have some thoughts. Let me bring you in closer. My first thought is, how did my sister wear this? Because this is quite light. I don't know if it'll get darker as time goes on. Personally, when I look in the mirror, I don't see it being a match to my skin. I think it's a little bit too light. It kind of makes me look slightly like a zombie. But maybe on camera it looks a little bit better. I'm not quite sure. We'll discover that together later. As for the redness, it does cover it up slightly. So this is a very, very, very light coverage. I can't imagine this truly covering any kind of blemishes because my redness is not that bad. I think it's getting better, so you can see the redness here versus the redness here. So I guess if you want sort of a just a slight little bit of coverage to get you out and going, like if you want to go somewhere quick, maybe this would be better for you. This would definitely not be for a night out or anything where you want like heavier coverage. I am trying to bring you in as close as I can while still maintaining, you know, the quality of the picture. As you can see, or maybe I'm just noticing it, there's a bit of a graininess here where my bare side doesn't have that. And I have a lot of flakiness on my nose these days. I'm not quite sure why. Still trying to figure it out as I've been using different products, so I have an idea of what it might be. Anyway, the Recover cream doesn't exactly play nicely with the flakiness, so I would say that this is maybe not the best for dry, flaky skin. Just for fun, I'm gonna put another coat here to see, like I'm a nail. Let me put another layer on this side to see if it's buildable or not. So let's go for round 2. Time has passed, I have put on the second layer, and as you can see, I am looking really pale. I'm kind of feeling this is like a Mona Lisa situation, like beautiful from afar, but far from beautiful. So when you look at me far away, this is not too bad. However, the closer you get, the more problems appear. I didn't mention this before, but it also has a very strong scent. It's very like medicinal herbal scent, and it kind of feels like a sunscreen when you're putting it on. It's quite thick and it's sort of hard to work into the skin. So probably when I do this side, I'll use a beauty blender to try to like apply it more properly. But anyway, let's take a closer look. As you can see between the two sides, this one is redder. This one is much less. It did layer quite well, I will give it that. But like again, because it's so thick, it's a bit difficult to work into the skin. And I would say that it is better to layer up if you have any sort of redness or any sort of issue, because that first layer is going to just barely do anything. I think it is in this close-up that you see my issues with this product. It doesn't really blend with the skin well, as I keep trying to say. It kind of just sits on top of it and it creates a grainy kind of mess. And I think it's mostly because I don't have an oily skin type. I think it would blend better with those who do have that. And for an extra little thing, I try to put it under my eye, because I figured if this is a thing that people just wear and go, then they'll put it everywhere as like a basic like BB cream almost. It did nothing for my dark circles. Of course it wouldn't. It's a green color corrector. That's not the color corrector you'd use. So you would have to use a different type of concealer in conjunction with this, because not only did it not work, it also went into my fine lines super quickly and super sad. Let me quickly do the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Ta-da! I am finished, and I tried to look a little less dead. Didn't really work, but I tried my best. So on this side, I did use a beauty blender and it did help tremendously. On the side, like I said before, it was really tough to kind of blend it into the skin. This one went more seamlessly, although I did feel I had to use like a little bit more product because the beauty blender does eat up some of the product. And again, I did 2 layers on this side because 1 layer was just not enough for this red skin of mine. So it is 4:43. Yes, I know, I had a late start today, so this is gonna end very late at night as well. I will check in with you guys in a few hours. I'm also gonna put powder on this side of the nose because my nose is the oiliest part of my face. So yeah, I will see you guys soon. It is now 9:35, if you can see that. And well, it's just shy of the 5-hour mark. So I'll tell you a little bit about what's happening with my skin. So during these last few hours, I think the cream has melted nicely to fit my skin better. So I'm really grateful for that, because it was looking pretty rough in the beginning. In terms of color matching, I still think it's like a touch too light. I did read that some reviews said that it's supposed to like adjust to your skin tone, which I don't really know how that would work, but I think other people have to comment down below and tell me if it worked for them and what their skin tone is. Is it similar to mine? Is it a few shades lighter, a few shades deeper? Let's compare notes, shall we? As always, I want to bring you in a little bit closer so you can see everything. I think this close-up on my nose kind of gives you a sense that as time went on, the cream kind of wore away and you could see the redness underneath. So that's a little bit unfortunate because it's only been 5 hours. The bright side, the graininess that I mentioned earlier is now gone. My skin is looking a little bit shiny, so now I am wondering, could oily people use this? What would happen if they use this if I'm getting shiny after the 5-hour mark? Would they get shinier earlier? This cream is like changing so fast within 5 hours. I gotta say, this cream is confusing me. What I thought in the initial application has now changed drastically after the 5-hour mark. So initially I thought, how can people with dry skin use this product? It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good on flaky skin. It doesn't look good on like the patchy dry areas. It just clings to it. It just, But now after the 5-hour mark, I'm like, well, now that it's like nice and melted, what would happen to people with oily skin? Would it just be nice and smooth very quickly and then get really oily and separate after? I really don't know. What I definitely need to do is a long 10-hour test, but I definitely can't do it tonight because I need to wake up early for an interview. So what I'm going to do as a little bit of a compromise is that I'm going to do my makeup the exact same way tomorrow and then wear it for 10 hours and see what the results will be. So the next time I see you will be at a different time, at a different date, with similar makeup. Yeah, so bear with me. See you soon. And by soon I mean tomorrow, but for you it'll be a second, so it won't really matter. Okay, bye. Hello again. So it is the next day. I've been wearing this for about 10 hours. So again, on this side I put powder, this side I did not. And as you can see, I don't think there's much difference between the 5-hour and 10 hours. So kind of like stuck on and stayed the same way. Maybe just a little bit more oil on my forehead, oddly enough, I don't know why, and then on my nose. And then I would say that it's worn off just a little bit, but I'm still looking pretty dang pale. So let's go in closer. I should also remind you that this side I use a beauty blender and this side I use my fingers. So I will let you be the judge. So let's take a look. Here we have a super close-up of my nose, so you can see just how much the product wore off on it, even with the powder. So that's gone. And oddly enough, on the side I did not put powder, it lasted slightly better in this go-round. So do with that information what you will. I also want to show you my chin area for a second. Look here, look how dry that is. It does not look very nice. All in all, I would say that this is not my favorite product. It's really expensive. It doesn't match my skin tone correctly. It does weird things on my skin. At first it looked too dry and flaky, then it melted in, but now there's still some flaky spots and dry patches, so I don't know. I don't even know how it would work on oily skin either. However, I did hear that this might be used for those with acne, that it would actually help treat the acne. So maybe if that's the circumstance that you're under, maybe you would enjoy this product. I think there's better products out there at a better price range. So for example, in a different video, I use a concealer that's really, really awesome and really, really cheap. You should check that one out. And I don't know, if you are really curious about this product, I would say test it out first. So like here in Korea, you can try it and put on your hand and see how it lasts throughout the day. Or maybe in Sephora, they can give you a sample. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I wouldn't just go out and straight buy this and be like, this is gonna be awesome, it's gonna be great for summer, because it may not even be your color. Something to think about. If you found this video at all entertaining and or informative, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if there's any other videos you'd like me to make so I can spend my money or my sister's money instead of you. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, or the kind of days where you are, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.